and welcome back to my channel. Hope you have subscribed my channel. If not, please do so. In my previous video I have shown how we can easily install JMeter in our system. So this is how JMeter opens up. So it shows here we have a test plan, and when we go into test plan and when we right click, we have an option to add, paste, open, merge and many others. So initially we will try to add something. So we have a thread group, config element. So within a thread group we have a three different kind of thread groups. Config elements, there are multiple thread config elements. We have listeners, we have again multiple listeners available. For timers also we have more than 5 to 6 timers. We have few elements, pre-processor, post-processors, assertions, test fragmentation and finally non-test elements. So what are these elements and when we are going to use this in a JMeter for performing a performance test and analyzing the behavior of our application when it will be subjected to particular load. So in order to start with a JMeter, we'll have to get some idea of the thread groups and its different elements. Test plan and thread group. A test plan describes a series of steps JMeter will execute when run. So it's like a test suite. Within the test suite we will be having a multiple test scenarios. So test plan is a base of each and every scripts. Test plan consists of many other components such as thread groups, logical controller, sample controller, listeners, timer, assertions, pre and post processors and config elements. Thread group, as name suggests, is a collection of threads. Each thread represents one virtual user. So if we say a thread is a single virtual user, and if we say a thread group, then a collections of virtual users. So instead of our real users, physical users, JMeter simulates number of virtual users, and these virtual users will interact with our servers, and when these virtual users will interact with the server, we will be monitoring our server responses, and thus will be able to decide how our application is performing when there are n number of users. So is it within a SLA or outside of the SLA? So JMeter elements and its execution orders. So as I have shown you, there are multiple elements within a JMeter, and those are config element, preprocessor, timer, controller. Controller is divided into two parts, a sampler controller and a logical controller. Next is post processor, assertion and a listener. So these are the elements which we have in a JMeter. So if we talk about the execution order, in this PPT I have maintained their execution order. So first of all comes a configuration element. So what is configuration element? Preprocessor, timer, controller, post processor, assertion and listener. So try to look into each and every element. So first of all I would like to start from a sampler. So it's again a base of our JMeter. Sampler sends a request. So what, with the help of sampler we can send a request to a server, and then we can get a response back from our server. And these samplers, we have multiple samplers available in the JMeter, as JMeter supports multiple protocol. So samplers sends request to a server and get back the response. So and the other elements which are here, which we will be discussing, supports our samplers in one or the other way. So configuration elements work closely with the sampler. So it again works with the sampler, allow user to add or modify the request sampler. So before we are making any request, if we want to add or modify the request, then we can do with the help of a config element. Next, preprocessor. Preprocessor executes some actions prior to sampler request. So before making a sampler request, if we again want to do some actions, so before, if I want to hit our application, we want to do some modifications, then we can use a preprocessor. Or if we want to get some database value before we hit this particular samples, then we can use a preprocessor. Next is timer. Timer add a time gap before each sampler within its scope. So by default JMeter thread executes samples in a sequence without pausing. So by default, JMeter execute all our samples one after the other, but in a real-time scenario, we being a practical user do not act and in that manner. So we used to have some time gap. We used to hit any of a link, then we used to wait for the response, then we, after getting the response, we used to analyze the response, and based upon the response we used to perform some actions. So in order to simulate a real user, we will be using a timer. So we will be trying to add a think time, or will try to simulate a real user behavior. So instead of hitting each and every request one after the other, we will add some time gap between a successive request. So sampler just a request which will interact with our server, and then logical controller control the order of processing of a sampler in a thread group. So within a thread group we have a multiple conditional statement with the help of which we can control the order of processing of our samplers. So we can put some kind of conditional statement, and if the condition is met, then it will process the request within those particular logical controller, else it won't be executing those requests. So in our post processor executes some action after a sampler request has been made. So as the name suggests, post processor. So once the request has been sent to a server, we will receive a response, and once we will get a response, if we want to do some other processing or some operation on those response data, then we can do so with the help of a post processor. Next is assertion. So whenever we are performing any kind of test, we need to assert our test whether we are going in a right direction or not. So assertion assert facts about responses received from the server, so whether we have got a correct response from the server or not. Using an assertion, you can essentially test that your application is returning the results you expected it to do. So we will be using assertions to verify the response data from the server. One thing to note here is that while we are doing our test, so most of the time we do not put an assertion while we are doing a load test. So what we used to do, we can put those assertions while we are doing a sanity check whether our script is working fine and whatever the data which we are receiving are correct or not. So once we are confident with our script, we can go ahead with the load test and at that time we can disable our assertions. Finally, we have a listener. So listener provide us access to the information JMeter gathers about the test. So while we are executing a test, we are getting a responses from the server, and those responses we can view in the form of a table, graphs, and many other formats with the help of the listener. So these were the some of the definitions of all the elements which we have in a JMeter. And finally, one thing to note, a minimal test will consist of the test plan. So few of the basic element which we need when we are doing a basic test, a very simple basic test, then we need at least test plan, a thread group, a virtual user, and a sampler, a request. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe my channel if video was informative, and also hit the bell icon for more update. Feel free to drop suggestions in the comment box.